We are launching this at our All Service Day. So we will be promoting again the Research and Practice website. We will be handing out leaflets to everybody with that, the access information to the site. We will also be giving them some of the messages from research. We'll also be talking to them about the searchable database that's in development, so that once it's up and running, they'll have some advance warning of what's going on and what we're doing in the background. And again, it's a good base, because we've got the whole service there to promote that we want to be evidence informed.
As the development group took us through, we're nearing a year now since it started, the team, and there's been a significant increase in the amount of user satisfaction forms and surveys that have been received at the end of the 6-week intervention work that the workers do in that team. So we know how people are feeling about the service, we know where they're not getting it right, where we could make improvements, and that informs the team manager and the staff of how to consistently keep improving. So it's been a really big success all around. We're far more chilled out about including fathers, and it certainly changes when we ask other professionals. We're very much aware, saying to health visitors, can you do a piece of work with a dad? And they're like, oh, well, I'm not sure about that, and then they sort of go, oh yeah, well, why not? And they've taken it on. Another big improvement for the newly formed preventative team service was that when it first amalgamated the two old teams together, there was a significant waiting list for families and young people to receive this service. And evidence informs us that if people wait too long, then unfortunately their situation will worsen possibly. And the whole point of this new service was to prevent children going into the child protection arena, to prevent people from falling into drug and alcohol misuse even further. It's definitely work in progress still, and we still have a lot of work to do to ensure that's embedded. But yes, we've now got a body of evidence that is very clear about the positives that men and dads bring to family life. So that's there, and that's the basis from which we can now work. And we'll be increasing our profile with dads. There's Hit the Ground Crawling group is running in one of the Flying Start areas in Aberystwyth. There's a lads and dads group running, which we're going to be continuing to support. I think there's another project hopefully being set up working with dads by the NSPCC that should be coming online shortly. So the information that we started gathering is now linking in with the resources available for men in the community.
This whole project has been very worthwhile, and it will be good for Pembrokeshire, and it will lead on to other things. It's not going to be a one-off. It will hopefully encourage us to keep developing and to keep the resources flowing to all of our staff. I certainly hope that the skills that we've learnt from, or I've definitely learnt from working alongside my colleague on this project and taking a lead, will definitely benefit other areas of my work.
Putting people at the centre of what we're doing in terms of research or in the terms of our work is really important. And the other important thing is also keeping it simple. We didn't try to set up a big project, and we were just really trying to get the names of dads on our referral forms, and then having those conversations with dads. And from something quite, which could have been quite complicated, and everybody goes, oh my goodness, it's research, it became very live and very real, and has worked for the people who we aimed it at. The waiting list was significant at the beginning of this team forming, and as we went through the development group programme towards the end, which is now nearly a year that the team has been formed, the team manager was really pleased to announce at the last development group meeting that there is no waiting list whatsoever, which is great. That's an aspiration that's actually been realised.